wieder unterhalten.
What's happening, everybody? This is Razor Ramon,
the one and ruly Sir Evangeline Joseph.
and you're listening to Hip Hop Bureau. So, unfortunately, we're a member short, man. These guys keep dropping like flies on me. Savior's up doing single savior things. He's driving around a lady. Ain't mad at him, do you, brother? You had to have your other things, but we got a good little episode for you. EJ, you had an idea that I kind of liked. What do you want today to be about?
Yeah, man. I wanted to know what was some of your favorite mixtapes.
Okay.
Because I'm really big into the mixtape game, and I love that side of hip hop because you can talk about more, and it's kind of like raw and uncut.
And then mixtapes are also, I feel like, very truly hip hop because that's when rappers can just go. They could say whatever they really want to say because it's less label involvement. They don't have to be PC. So favorite ones, like I told you, go shout out to my boy Jeezy, Trap or Die.
Trapper, that was a classic.
Classic mixtape, man. Classic.
Classic. One of my favorite Jeezy lines is, the judge dropping cash 3 numbers like it's Amico.
Just that whole trap sound. Like, you could just tell that dude had coke next to him when he was writing this damn mixtape.
Man, bro was probably slanging them bricks.
As he was writing it in his head.
As he was writing it.
Okay, so second, another good mixtape. Well, let's do back and forth. So you go ahead and give me a mixtape.
I'm going to steal one of yours, the one that you said earlier about Cabin Fever, man. I felt like when Cabin Fever dropped, it was different for Wiz. Like, that was a different sound. Him linking up with Lex Luger, Big Sean, and it was just
it was fly,
man.
Like, my favorite song to this day out of Cabin Fever is "Hustlin'." I'm rolling up the windows while I'm smoking weed. Oh, I love that.
Like, it was one of them. You can let that whole tape ride from top to
bottom. And another good one, which shout out to my boy Rich, Strange Music, all Slow American, all that. White Jesus. That's another one that I felt like from front to back, he really did good.
Now I'm gonna tell you another one, Juicy J.
Yeah.
The Blue Dream and Lean.
Mm-hmm. Or what's the? We're going a little bit off hip hop, but another mixtape was the August Alsina one.
The Product 2?
Yes. Or not even the Product 2. What was the one? The first one he came out. I think it was Thug and Matrimony or something like that.
Something like that.
I
wasn't really a big, huge August fan until the Product 2 dropped.
Yeah. Here's my thing about August. Like, right now, his stuff is kind of weak. But one thing I'll include August into a hip hop discussion is because he has a lot of hip hop swag. Yeah, he's a singer. But a lot of stuff he sings about is very hip hop,
like standing on the corner.
Yeah,
his brother getting shot.
All that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Downtown. That's like something like I could ride around to, like, as a dude by myself.
Man, and speaking about R&B, were you a big fan of Chris Brown and Tyga when they dropped Fan of a Fan?
That was a good one. I like Tyga as an MC sometimes. Like, it's hit or miss with him. Chris Brown, I can't get past some of my personal dislike for him to really enjoy his stuff. I mean, I know that's a sorry thing to say, but it's like, and maybe it's a little bit of a hater side in me because girls be always like, "Oh, he's so fine, he's so fine." I'm gonna keep it $150 with you, but like, it's like this dude slaps around his girl. The fake banging is lame. Like, fake banging to me is really lame. That shows you really didn't have no kind of friends growing up, or you really need to be accepted.
But the Fan of a Fan, man, like the G shit, holla at me, baby. I remember, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. And I know I go back to fashion a lot. Listening to that tape and Chris Brown, Big Sean, and all those guys made me want to go get the snapback.
Yeah, the good old snapback. I remember. I used to rock those. Right now, I'm rocking a bandana because your boy Razor Ramon's trying to grow his hair out, guys.
He's juvie.
I'm up here juvying it up. But yeah, what's another good one? What's the Lil Wayne one? I think it's Dedication.
Dedication 2.
Yes.
Favorite mixtape all time.
All time. That was a good mixtape. His other mixtapes kind of
Drop 3.
I'm Not a Human Being 1 was good. I enjoyed that one.
To me, that really wasn't a mixtape, though. That was more so of an album.
Well, because it's a weird thing now. Mixtapes kind of get released like albums. It's no longer where you go to the... Yeah, now. But I remember back in the day. I think we're one of the last generations where the barbershop there'd be that dude with the CD book full of
in the
CD.
shoebox.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Well, he'd be like, "Yo, I got that new
Yeah.
Gucci Mane," and that's how you listen to the mixtape.
It'd be like $3
for the
a
mixtape.
tape. Yeah.
Now it's still drop it on iTunes because even if you think about it, if you're reading it, it's too late. That could be a mixtape.
But you talking about Drake shit, right?
Drake stuff now, yeah.
Yeah, like to me, I feel like Drake kind of killed it for
the
mixtape game. Like after he dropped, if you're reading this, it's too late, and started charging people for mixtapes.
And then
like that you might as well say that's an album.
Yeah, it's an album. Yeah, true. And then even like he did it in kind of a mixtapey way because no one knew it was coming. There wasn't a whole lot of promo. He was trying to ride that Beyonce wave. I get it.
And I get it. And he capped off of it.
Hey, that shit's platinum.
And it was great. Like my favorite song, one of my favorite songs on there is Company.
Yeah.
With him and Travis Scott. Speaking of Travis Scott, days before Rodeo. Since we still speaking about mixtapes.
Yeah. Or what was the Yellow Wolf? I'm not a big fan of Yellow Wolf as a whole, but Trunk Music went hard.
I've heard. Is that the single or the I'm not a big fan of Yellow Wolf.
Trunk Music, it's a single, but it was also a mixtape. You had a lot of good ones. Pop the Trunk, Box Chevy. That's where you first really hear from Ritz.
Was he still with Eminem at the time?
No, that's really pre Eminem, because the Eminem thing was it's kind of a middle thing because he's off doing his own thing now. But it was like pre Eminem. That's when he was just really banging in Bama and Georgia area. Here's the thing about Ritz and even Yellow Wolf and all them.
Where's Ritz from?
Ritz is from Gwinnett. He's a Georgia boy. But I think what they capitalize on that Eminem did for a little while, but in a weirder way, they capitalize on the trailer parks. They capitalize on the poor white neighborhoods. So they rap a lot about poor white problems.
So instead of like, the classic project area for black kids and whatever, they rapped about trailer trash.
Trailer trash. They talk about dealing meth and all kinds of stuff. And they'll have like, oh, the girl has a fat ass. But I think that's where they really capitalize on is the trailer park rap. Which, if you think about it, is good number-wise. Because, no offense, there's always going to be more poor whites than poor blacks. We want an election. Somebody want an election based off of that. I'm not getting political on this podcast. But if you think about it, that's what these rappers do. These trailer park rappers that are people like, oh, that's not really hip hop. It's really hip hop, but they're just telling a story of stuff they've seen.
Well, they say that trap music isn't real hip hop.
I mean, hip hop is ever changing. It's a many-headed beast.
To me, hip hop now is like it's a different lane for everything, bro.
The only thing I won't say is mumble rap. If I'm not hearing your lyrics, it's an instrumental.
See, I disagree. Point blank. I feel like people are still gravitating towards it, and it's a branch off of trap music.
It is, but I feel like it's starting to fall away from hip hop because at the end of the day, hip hop should have some kind of lyrics, whether they're simplistic lyrics like Crunk and stuff like that. Because Crunk was simplistic lyrics, throw your hood up and all that other stuff. Yeah. It was very simplistic, but it had lyrics.
But people were still saying that wasn't even trap. That wasn't even hip hop.
I mean, I think that's one of the problems with hip hop as a core. Is that we eat our own babies.
Like and to me, I feel like instead of dissing the ones that's not where you think that it should be, you should be trying to bring them up.
Yeah, like the old heads be saying that this ain't real hip hop. Because I remember when KRS-One and Nelly went at it.
Yeah,
to bring back beefs. Because I forgot to mention that last episode
with the I am number one.
Yeah,
track. Yeah,
yeah, and then even that. Well, no one really heard it. Like that's more of a New York thing. And I had to Google it. KRS dropped a scathing diss, which was really better than what Nelly put out.
Yeah, but Nelly had
he had the steam. He was that guy. He was the top head. It was Nelly and 50 at that point.
Yep.
And no one else really mattered. I mean, KRS-One lyrically is dope. KRS-One still could rock the mic.
One of the godfathers of hip hop, hands down.
Yeah,
but when that's just like Ja and 50, man. Like 50 had better lyrics. Not only did he have better lyrics, he became bigger than Ja at the time, and that's what really did it for him.
Yeah, it really was a popularity thing. And even then, Ja was kind of like the Drake before Drake.
Yeah,
that said a lot. But yeah, if you think about he's around a lot of R&B singers. A lot of stuff was singing. He talked about hood stuff, but it was just he did Ashanti and Jennifer Lopez things.
And once again, he capped off of it. He
Yeah,
found his lane and he drove that bitch until he ran out of gas.
Yeah, I'm saying even now, like my man still be selling out colleges.
That's cool.
Because I feel like a lot of these people that be like, oh, they fell off. I feel like they're on an old head status where they like, okay, I'll come out every now and then. Because even Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, Beans don't really have a whole lot out, but he does. He drops not necessarily singles, but features.
Yeah, he'll drop a verse. But I guarantee you, if he goes to a club, and or even not even a club, maybe a club because Beanie's more of a grimy dude. I guarantee you that club will be packed because they just want to hear Beanie. Because a lot of people are going to be on their nostalgic tip.
Don't let it be in somewhere like Philly.
Yeah. Then it's over. Then you got AR-Ab. I didn't know AR-Ab until the back-to-back verse, but AR-Ab is kind of nasty too.
He's nice.
He's the kind of nice. He's nice in a street guy kind of perspective.
I can't even say that I've never listened. I can't even say I listened to him.
Yeah, I had to Google some of his stuff.
Is he straight?
He's alright. Yeah,
is he worth a Google?
I mean, but that's really up to you, dog. I enjoyed it. He's not on my like playlist forever.
But he's on there like.
I sat and bobbed my head to some of his stuff on YouTube. It's the same like
nice.
It's okay. Yeah, it's like when I used to have to listen to Tony Ayo. I bobbed my head to Tony Ayo.
But I'm not about to go checking for no Tony fucking Yayo.
Yeah, I feel like he just holds 50 Cent's jackets now.
Come on, man. Like even I'm not really really checking. Well, I'm not gonna say that. But I'm not checking for no Tony Yayo.
Fair enough, man. Or who's other people, man? Like
Currency, man. Well, you wasn't you're not a really big fan of Spitter, man.
Well, I take that back because I was driving down with my lady a couple days ago to my brother's house, and you know what played that reminded me like, oh yeah, Currency is that dude. And he does have spit.
What played?
Move That Dope.
Move That Dope.
Yeah, with Future and
Currency's
stuff.
Not on that
song.
I
think Currency's on that one.
Currency's not on that song, bro.
I think it is. I'm not like I'm willing. I'm almost because I could have sworn because there was a verse where it was like, young enough to still sell dope, but old enough to still know better.
Bro,
I think that was Currency. Let's
bro, that's
Google.
That's
Google.
Pusha T.
Is that Pusha T?
That's Pusha T.
Okay, well then fuck Currency. Pusha T's nice. I thought it was Currency. My fault.
No.
Razor Ramon is known to make a mistake every now and then. It's okay.
That's Push.
My bad.
But
that verse was hard. Push is
nice.
You Push, you're nice. I forgot. I thought it was Currency. My bad.
My name is my name. What you think about that?
Yeah. Or like when you had because my Sir EJ here put on had me do some homework. He's trying to convert me to a dream chaser. I think he low key wants me to be a Meek Mill fan.
No.
He had me listen to DC4. And I'll tell you all listeners, like I told him, meh. The first track was straight.
Did you listen to Blue Note though? Not Blue.
I listened to the whole album.
You listened to the whole
Hand
album.
on the Bible,
Hand
whole
on the-
album, because I
Let
was
it ride.
Yeah, I let it ride because I was on the bike,
working
working out, trying to get my fitness right, and I was on the bike. I was like, you know what? I'll listen to the whole thing, and I didn't get off the bike until the album stopped.
You know what, Razor? I'm fucking proud of you, bro.
I still didn't like it.
I don't give a damn.
You're just happy. I mean, once again, it's not that I just not listen to a whole album. I'm not listening to one song and tell you about the whole album. I'll listen to the whole album, but if the song's garbage, if it doesn't catch me and I'm like, okay, this is starting to be a chore to listen, it's not a good song.
To me, but like the two songs that caught my eye, well not my eye, but my ear on that album is the outro with him, Lil Snoop, and French Montana.
Now, Lil Snoop was nice. R.I.P. Lil Snoop.
R.I.P.
Because I used to listen to Lil Snoop when he was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
Sometimes
all
like
those
it seems
damn
like
freestyles.
I feel like some of the good ones just be dying, yo.
Him, Doe Beef, Bankroll Fresh.
You know another place you need to look at for hip hop? Follow us on our Instagram page because this guy follows us Instagram page. I'm gonna give him love. CanadaTV.com.
Shout out to Canada TV.
Yo, like every time he puts out a video about a Canadian rap artist, I like it. I fucks with it. Like it's some spitters. Like Canada is maybe a region to look out for because at first I thought it was just really just Drake and Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
But there's some spitters in Canada.
Well, you put me on Belly.
Yeah, he's Belly.
He's
because I keep forgetting he's from Canada. He's like from Vancouver. No, not Vancouver. He's from Canada.
Toronto.
Yeah, Canada got some spitters.
I seen a guy. I was on Double XL today and seeing a guy, and he got signed to Capitol Records. If any of the listeners, that's listening out here can name that rapper, because I don't remember. Do so and
Yeah, let us know. Send us a comment, message,
anything.
anything, anything.
You but what's your favorite mixtape of all time?
White Jesus.
White Jesus.
Like White Jesus, I could probably pop in right now
And listen to it.
and listen from front to back, and then once it's done, I'll probably replay it.
He gonna replay it.
Yeah, I really
from back to top.
I just like Ritz. I know I sound like such a Ritz stan, guys. If y'all don't know Ritz, listen to
Hey
him.
man, shout out to Ritz.
Yo, strange music. Like
I guarantee you, one of these days, in the future, if we're still on, we're gonna interview Ritz.
we're gonna interview Ritz. I'm gonna make this happen. And what you mean if we're gonna stay on? We out here to take over the movement, guys. This podcast is gonna get popping. We ain't going nowhere. Even though I have to Skype in, I'm gonna be doing this podcast. So don't worry about that. We ain't going nowhere.
Oh no.
Yes, but that's pretty much it on my end, man. For mixtapes. What about you? What is your mixtape?
My go-to?
Yeah, like you just.
Man, I got so many, man. Like I said, dedication.
If you could only listen to one mixtape left, like say you have an hour to live, and they said, well, you can listen to a mixtape. Just go with me on this scenario. I know this is a weird scenario, but just go with me.
Okay.
What would be that mixtape you would like? I want to listen to before I go off into the pearly gates.
And I can't pick two.
No, I want one.
You want one?
I want to stand. I need you to make a stand.
Probably Dedication 2.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I fucks with Dedication too. Lil Wayne, come back to us, man. Come back to us, Lil Wayne. I miss those days.
But see, I have to be like, man, I have to do something because I gotta have like
hum the other mixtape you want to listen to or something. I just needed that one. That's your
that'll be my going out
like going out into the sunset.
Yeah, like they if I gotta listen to it, then as soon as I listen to it, I hop my ass into the casket.
Yeah, it's dedication.
It's gonna be dedication.
That'd be one
too.
lit funeral, wouldn't it? Though.
That'd be.
Got the dedication too, just bumping. Got girls twerking at you awake.
People just dancing. I'm dancing, and then
just
as soon as
that fall out.
last song goes, I start walking towards the casket.
Casket, just like sad. Crossroads playing in the background.
No.
You don't know.
Nope.
Yo, I told my girl if I die, play the Crossroads for me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Are you a Bone fan?
I like the Crossroads. Bone Thugs. Hit and miss.
What?
90s, early 90s, like First of the Month, all that other stuff. Even the stuff they did with Twista was all good. Now, yeah.
See, and maybe I'm just stuck. Maybe I can be stuck into the 90s and stuff. Like when I check for like Twista and Bone, I don't check for their new stuff. And like I said, maybe I'm just stuck in the 90s, stuck in the past. But like my go-to Twista albums are Adrenaline Rush 1 and Kamikaze.
You need to check out Dark Horse. But Twista's a weird one because Twista, like, you never really hear his street stuff on the radio.
You're not supposed to.
I mean, but he has.
Again, it's a lane,
and he has that girl lane. Because if you think about it, all the stuff that like popped for him as songs was Make a Movie, Weta, Overnight Celebrity,
Get It Wet.
Yeah, Get It Wet. All these like girl songs, very Pimp, Do or Die stuff.
Oh my god! And it was, but once again, man, once you find that lane, man, you gotta stick it.
Yeah, yo, stick your guns. I ain't mad at you for getting a check, but his street stuff, I like.
Oh man, and just like I remember, he was on Rap City, The Basement, and he said, he did a freestyle, and he said, my esophagus will put niggas in a sarcophagus.
I love rappers, yo. Like rappers are sometimes clever. Like sometimes I just want to use their lines in real life.
Yeah, like that one. Like that was hard.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I wish a girl would say that to me. Shout out to Mrs. Razor Ramon.
Shout out.
But I'm gonna keep it $1.50. But on that note, man, Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to
Man,
plug?
shout out to Rude Boy Khalil, Rico Bravo, my boy Jonas. Shout out to the fam, Jalen. What up? Tie dye intellect.
We got to get your crew up in here at one point,
Yeah,
man.
man, we got to get them boys in
up
here, man. Mike Grizzly, Ethan Lamb, Brennan Gaucher. You dig? But
Get it how you live. Um,
shout out to Trap Savior too.
yeah, we still love you, Trap. We understand, man. We know the game.
Man, he out there flipping them bricks,
He's
man,
just
selling
making it.
bitches.
Yeah, he's just making it happen. Me and EJ just happen to be the old guys with girls, and we live a very calmer life.
That's it. I just go to work and go to the gym.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Only thing I got is Mrs. Reyes Ramon and the Hip Hop Hippopotamus. Shout out
That's
to
it.
them. Once again, follow us on all social media. Hey, good news, guys. I got us on iTunes. We should be popping on iTunes in a week or two. We're just pending on that approval thing, as like it usually does with podcasts. Like, share, subscribe. That's pretty much it. If you have an idea, you want to talk, have us have a discussion on a particular topic, let us know.
Give
Leave
us
a comment.
feedback.
Give us feedback. We ain't mad about it, man. Don't be disrespectful with your feedback, like I've been saying all these episodes.
But we need constructive criticism.
Don't just
all
be a
that
hater.
good shit, so we can learn to be better.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. This has been the Hip Hop Bureau. Peace.